The old man poured the chestnuts into the water and told the young man beside him, "The ones that float are bad, the ones that sink are good." Tony pulled out his notebook and started taking notes. The old man suddenly realized he was there to steal his technique. He reached out his hand and asked Tony for money, but at this time the billionaire had no money. He could only go home and figure it out on his own. A bag of chestnuts was poured into the water. He started experimenting repeatedly, learning how to stir from the street vendor lady. And when the uncle next door wasn't looking, he secretly tasted their sugar syrup. Then he went home to test his formula and developed his own secret recipe. But when the chestnuts went into the pot, they exploded like popcorn and scattered everywhere. But this didn't defeat his determination to make money. Soon a batch of nicely made candied chestnuts came out. He first let the butler try some, then handed a piece to his mom. His family thought it tasted good, so Tony rented a stall in the snack area of the mall. This place had a lot of foot traffic, but since he had to go to school during the day, he had to leave the business to the butler. He thought he would make a lot of money after school, but the ideal was so beautiful, the reality was so cruel. The money he earned on the first day didn't even cover the electricity bill. He soon noticed that the nearby stalls were attracting customers, so he asked the butler to learn how to attract customers too. But the second day he didn't sell a single box. Tony couldn't figure out what went wrong, so he went to the market to see how people were selling things. He noticed some vendors were offering discounts, and others gave small gifts. But what really inspired him was the public restroom. He saw the donation collectors stood by the door. As soon as someone came out, they would ask for donations, because each person coming out of the restroom had shed their fatigue, so they were more likely to donate in the crowded market. Tony immediately returned to the mall and spent a high price to move his stall to the entrance of the parking lot. Every person leaving would buy some chestnuts to take home for their family to try. Sure enough, the next day the line at the stall grew. Just as business started picking up, he received a notice from the mall asking him to leave, because the thick smoke from the chestnut roasting machine had blackened the ceiling. At first Tony tried to cover up the mistake by painting the ceiling, but the falling paint splattered on the products. He was eventually kicked out of the mall. As he packed up to go home, his mother told him that his father's company had gone bankrupt. They were planning to move in with their relatives in the next few days. But just as Tony was applying for his passport, he suddenly had a change of heart, because he wanted to stay and continue his business.